Alright, this is something I wrote. I've been working on it since this morning. Tell me what you think. It starts out real fast, your heart's at a high pace, the beginning of life, start of a new race. As you take the first breath, you scream out that first cry. First thing that you see is the deep blue of mama's eyes. Now you're at age 5, still just a young blood. Emotions start to hit, feels like a great flood. Thoughts just keep flowing, knowledge just keeps growing. Information sets in without even you knowing. A decade has passed, it feels like your last. The stress is just building, things are going too fast. Your mama ain't home, and she leave you alone. So you down on your own, decide to get up and roam. Now you're age 15, you walk in the streets. Mama ain't there, you ain't got nothing to eat. But you see that bread at the corner of your eye, and the thought of stealing is there for the very first time. To think that life could be a treacherous thing. To think a relationship is bound by a ring. But life is just a pleasant disguise. Polished so good it seems tempting to the eyes. So lift up your glass, and here's a toast to the one thing that life is missing the most. A voice in the leader, a rise from the grave of a life that has us enslaved. 2 decades have passed, the stars have stories to tell. Mama still ain't around, feels like you're living in hell. The fire burning inside lets no emotion get through, and you feel all alone, don't know yet what you gon' do. The darkness engulfs, strangled now you can't breathe. The stress overwhelms, and the anger just feeds. However, down the road you see a light, and your goal is to get there by the end of the night. And if you don't succeed, try again and again, cause the more you work, the better it is in the end. And if you need a hand, just look to your side. We're all here with you, helping you stay alive. And as our face sets in, the light deems close, and the one at the end is the one that you love the most. Yeah, it's mama, she back, and now she is for good. She never really left, you just never understood that she was always there. I'm sure you knew it deep down, that she is the reason you never would look to the ground. To think that life could be a treacherous thing, to think a relationship is bound by a ring. But life is just a pleasant disguise, polished so good it seems tempting to the eyes. So lift up your glass, and here is a toast to the one thing that life is missing the most. A voice in the leader to rise from the grave of a life that has us enslaved. 3 decades have passed, you never thought it would last. You got a wife and 2 kids, damn, life went fast. Make 6 figures a year, the sky is crystal blue clear, and all the people can see is your smile from one ear to ear. You live a life where we free, there's no more hatred to see. Your mama lives in your heart, that's where she always should be. You lived a hard life, but now it's setting in smooth. Just to think that your childhood is another line in the groove. Now let's jump out a few years. You're now 66, your wife's taking care of you. You're now deep in the mix. Doctor said it was bad, don't know if you'll pull through. The only question you had was how much time till I do. He said 2 to 4, you stormed out the door. Then in the blink of an eye, you went straight for the floor. Your family is sad, they lost a dad. And you think to yourself, they'll have a life like you had.